Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. Last week we made significant progress in Resident Evil and finally got to the cave. We fought the giant spider and now I have no idea what to do next. But I'm sure we'll find out. As you're probably aware, Halloween is right around the corner, so I do hope we'll be finishing the game on time. But if not, it's not really a huge deal. A lot is going to hinge on how far we get today. And after that, I'm not sure what to do next. I could play the remake of 2, the PS1 original of 2, or I could even go for Resident Evil 0, the prequel. I mean, everything's on the table. Yeah, that's something to think about. But for now, let's see if we can find our way through the caves. I have dangerous amounts of caffeine and sugar coursing through my veins right now, so I should be able to last a little while. Alright, so we are injured, but it's not too terrible so far. Right, so this thing. Not quite sure what to do with it yet. But let's put the ink ribbons back in the box before we start running around. And it's fun to be playing this again. Is this, I love all the games I stream, but this one in particular has really, just been a grand old time. Let's see. There were only bullets here, and we already picked those up. Oh, right, there was something we couldn't pass here. The web. Fortunately, a knife will do the trick, apparently. That's good. I was afraid for a second that I'd need to go back again and take the lighter with me. Alright. I see that there will be other opportunities to get poisoned based on this. Okay, we have a map of this area now. It doesn't go too much further then. I was wondering how big this area is. It doesn't look that huge, honestly. Most areas aren't. The residence wasn't that long either. It's only the mansion itself that's big. Which makes sense, it is the main area after all. Alright. I hope there aren't more lizard men to kill me. Okay, so we need the hexagon crank, huh? There's really no other way, is there? Or... No, this is the way back. Wow. It's this early and already I'm turning myself around. Nothing that way, then. Yep, so there's absolutely nothing to do but to bring the crank over here. That's fine. It's a bit of backtracking, but alright. Perfect opportunity for me to grab more coffee, I guess. I'm assuming the spider web won't respawn. So I can put away the knife, hopefully. Imagine running past the boss, if that's even possible. And then realizing you can't actually proceed without the crank. Alright, we'll need to store a few things to be carrying the crank with us. Right, this is the hexagon crank, right? Super hexagon. Let me double check it. Yep. Alright, at least we know that for next time, so if we die, more like when, but let's be optimistic, if we die, we can at least grab the crank right away. Also, nice of them to put that right next to where the... Okay, I really need to start figuring this out. There we go, it's not hard. I'm just easily confused. There is some sort of a machine here, but it doesn't look like it's actually interactable, so... We're just going to pretend it's not here. I don't trust that. We should practice what we need to do. Go in here, right? Because this thing is gonna roll at us. That's a given, right? Right? Well, it seems that our path is blocked, but we can go here. Wait a minute, that's a bit strange. It looks like there should be a path to the left here, but there is not. Which makes you wonder, what if we crank it again? No? Okay, what if we crank it again? Okay, that's the final one. It was almost like a puzzle. Oh. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was so disoriented, I have no idea how I survived that. There was really no... I didn't even know what was happening there, but... Hey, we made it through. We found some first aid. Ah, very good. If we end up in trouble, we'll use that. So any more giant insects and or reptiles that want to fight me? I see. We need to do something in this room. Well, it's obvious what needs to happen, right? The statue of the saint needs to go here. But to do that, we need to turn it around, I guess. Oh. Well, obviously. It's painfully obvious what we need to... Okay, stop spinning, Jill. It's painfully obvious what we need to do right here. That's right. Of course, all this is because Jill isn't capable of pulling the statue for some reason, but... Guess that's down to the mechanics. But we're in that awkward position where the camera keeps switching around. Okay, and one more time. Okay, but did you consider doing that again? Alright. All the pieces are in place to move the statue to where it belongs. Okay. Oh, a bit more to the right. Right. And that earns us the cylinder, and it's pretty clear where that belongs to. Am I supposed to just keep doing that until they are in place? Is that the puzzle? Okay, then. At least it's not very hard. I mean, this is how it's supposed to be, right? Because Because now it's Roman numerals 4, 2, 3, 1. When I was looking at it initially, I thought it was just counting down from 4, but now that I'm looking at it, maybe it's a code. 4, 2, 3, 1. Something to keep in mind. And that's all there is for this room. Alright. That's all that was left to do here, fortunately. Now, when I saw that puzzle room for a few short moments, I was afraid that it might be something hard. But it wasn't. I wonder, that area was surprisingly empty in terms of enemies. I wonder if there's a lot of spiders if you don't kill the spider boss. Would make sense, really. Alright, it's tempting to want to use an ink ribbon right here, but we probably shouldn't. If we encounter any enemies, just shoot at them really hard. I still have one grenade launcher round left, so I'll use it if we have to. There were enemies here, but I think I did a good job cleaning them out. Okay. There we go, I remembered. I had to put it in, and I was worried for a second there that I might forget, but no.
Jill!
Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me down here, but I didn't expect to find a place like this. Have any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
Very true.
What the hell is that sound? It could be a person. Jill,
Oh yeah.
go check it out.
I like how he bravely
Surprises for one day.
bravely
I'll
steps
stay
out
here
with the
and
gun
secure
and
our
then
escape route in case something happens.
Okay.
I like how he gets out like seemingly brave, and then he's like, Jill, you go check it out. I'll just stay right here and guard the fort. Ha, right. Okay. I was worried I had made a fatal mistake there, but waste materials. Are we going to have to crush something in this? It's very unwise to be down here, but... Oh, it doesn't look like we can actually get in here, does it? And we can't climb up either, so... Oh well, that's probably for the best. That looks a bit scary. Alright, that area will probably be interesting.
I'll stay and secure our escape route.
And I won't take no for an answer. Just having a quick look to make absolutely sure there are no resources in this room. I'm considering using the first aid I have. You know, we're making steady progress. You know, why not ensure that we keep doing so? Okay, that's a bit scary. I don't like it when I can't see things. Oh, hi! It's I almost called her Scarface. It's Leatherface. I don't even want to look. I don't know what that means. Okay, so Leatherface is hanging around here now. Okay, there's a door we can go into here. So when am I gonna need to lure Leatherface into the trash compactor? I mean, that's one of the resources we have available to us right now. A bucket. Oh, okay. Thanks for showing off your climbing skills, Jill. It's much appreciated. Yes, that's very good. Anything to protect ourselves against unnecessary damage. Definitely. I see more, instant kills on zombies in our future if we keep finding good ammo like that. Okay, that doesn't look very stable, does it? Okay, can we call it back? We can. Can we skip this? We can't. There it is again. I don't really know why, but I think the game wants us to push the barrel on here. Barrel. Crate. Box. Square wooden object. I mean, under the circumstances, that's all it could be. Also, those bullets up there, was that a little secret I found? I thought that was really cool. Based on the fact that the game stops me whenever I start this thing up, it looks like I can't actually get on there while using it. I'll try, but... Nope. It cutscenes its way out of my reach. Where does this connect to? Because that has to go somewhere. I can't really think of anywhere it would be connected to except the starting area, maybe, based on where it's located. Like, but it's not going to our right, it's going straight forward, so we'll leave that as undecided for now. There are more doors in that other area where where Leatherface is, after all. I'm just gonna call her Scarface now for no reason. She doesn't really have the vocabulary that he does. Of course, she doesn't really have much of a vocabulary anyway, not to be mean or anything, but... Oh, there you are. Well, since we are seeing new items, I'm gonna make an executive decision to heal here. I like how I call it an executive decision, as if there needed to be any kind of discussion. Anyway, so I wonder what this person is doing here, Leatherface. She was hanging around outside at first, wasn't she? Anyway. We were told pretty clearly that she's immune to gunfire, so... Oh, hi. Okay, so the red door. Okay, a mechanical hook, so what? What would we do about the mechanical hook, then? Oh, probably better get out of here. I can see you in the distance there. This is one of those areas where you need to figure something out, but you also need to prevent yourself from getting killed. I wonder if I have the items I need. Could this be the place where the wooden mount finally becomes relevant?
Barry!
Okay then. Barry, you scumbag. Barry, why? Yeah. He betrayed us. That's a shocker. Well, there's no use in keeping this one bullet around permanently. Let's just... A delicious pile of herbs. Let's put that... And I guess we can put the crank in. And we will welcome the Magnum revolver back into our hearts and minds. There we go. But let's not use it just yet. It's too good to just waste. Well, we are stuck down here now, so there's not a whole lot we can do except go back there with the resources we have. I mean, they wouldn't strand us here if we didn't have the items we need. Right? Right, Capcom? You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Okay, where are you, Leatherface? Okay. That means we're going the other way. Okay, so we're gonna have to run in circles around here while listening to scary moaning. The only other thing I can think of is, of course, this. You don't need to dink around with this anymore. Dink? Is that a word commonly used in English? Well, if you say so. I guess I won't dink around with it anymore. That means this room is done. Dink is the sound a coin makes when it lands on metal. That is true. Hey Clive, welcome to the stream. What if we pull this again? Does anything interesting happen? What could we put here? Special. If you put something special on it, like this, it looks like where we found the. It looks like where the little hooks that the original shotgun was on. Yeah, we've been left down here by Barry, so we can't go back up to acquire other items. Which means whatever special thing it is has to be something we already have. Which begs the question. What is that? What is the item we have that will fix this problem for us? I guess I'll consult my item box once more. I like how Barry just waited until the last moment, right when we came back. Like, yoink. See you later, Jill. Okay, so. It would be limited to, the supposed special thing would be limited to use items, wouldn't it? But I doubt it's the disc or the metals or the cranks. Oh, here we go. Should have checked here earlier. Of course. Now we're gonna crush this under the trash compactor and there's gonna be something really great and useful in there. And here I thought we were going to crush Leatherface under here. I hope nobody was in there. Unless it was Barry. Oh hey, a gun. Broken flamethrower, huh? Honestly, in a situation where your enemies mostly consist of rotting flesh, a flamethrower would be a very great tool to have. Ah yes, chemicals A and B. It can't be fired, literally. Alright. Where are you, Leatherface? I can hear you. Oh, I wanted to press that thing, but you're here. Can you just let me by there, please? We may have to go the long way around, because she's in the way. At least she's not very fast. Whoops. We actually need to be swift about this. I'm trying to see how much that hurt. It actually hurt quite a bit. Whoa, what? What's up? Okay, clearly she doesn't want to talk about it. Don't know what that scream was about. This is an incredibly creepy room. I'm gonna take a picture of it. The desk is cluttered with old beat-up dolls and used candles. Okay. Do they belong to Leatherface then, the dolls? Because you had kind of a childlike diary in that building outside. Is that a pile of chairs? Uh-oh, snakes. Ah, another one of these. Of course, there will need to be a key for it as well. Or not. Ah, finally! The ring. Family picture and notes. There's something written on the back. November 10th, 1967. Progenitor virus administered. Jessica, administered virus type A. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus in virus fusion negative, action disposed. Lisa, administered virus type B. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation, virus fusion positive. So this is someone the virus thing worked on, but delayed fusion. Body modification. Observed constant results. Status. Continue protective observation. George. Lisa. George. The Trevors? George Trevor. No, yeah? Was that his name? Like, these three are the three Trevors, right? There's a journal left by someone. I feel dizzy after that shot they gave me. I don't see Mom. Where did they take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind? I found Mom. We ate together. I was very happy. But she was a fake. Not my real Mom. Same face, but different inside. Have to find Mom. Have to give face back to Mother. Oh dear. Okay, so that thing out there is Lisa then. Because she has that face. That explains the leather face thing. Right. I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have my mom except me. I attach her face to me so she doesn't go away. Because Mom's sad when I meet her without her face. Yeah, you notice the text is deteriorating in sense here. From inside box, scent of mommy. Maybe true Mother there. Stone box hard. It hurts. Steel rope in the way. Can't see Mother because 4 stones. Right. It's kind of sad. So both their parents are gone, based on the reports that Jessica, wait, what was the first one called? Jessica. That's her mother. She's been disposed, which means she's dead. George is dead for sure. We saw his grave. Which means that creature out there is what's left of Lisa, I guess. That's creepy as heck. This bed is still warm. So she has various rooms throughout the mansion then? Let's go to the dead end first. Yeah. It's always smart to go to the dead end first. What looks like water. Okay, then. Then it's hopefully probably water. And this leads back up, so we'll be able to get a hold of that trader. Oh, so this is how it connects back. Yeah, let's just use this. Let's store this, and let's see. We have 2 ink ribbons, right? Okay, that's exactly what we've been wanting for a very long time. What else? Alright, we can store this, because it's still pointless for some reason. Okay, so the other question is... do we use the typewriter now, or do we risk going back to the mansion? Since we have 1 more ink ribbon in reserve, I think we're gonna use the one. If that gets me in trouble, so be it. We've made such good progress this stream, and haven't even died yet, so... let's just go for it. It doesn't happen that often that I don't die in the first hour of the stream. But hey, it could still happen. We still have like 10-15 minutes until we get to the actual hour mark, so never know. Let's see, so... Is this a save in which... It doesn't look like it. I was wondering if we have the other octagon emblem... Wait, is it an octagon? It's an octagon. I was wondering if we had the other one already placed inside the door, but we didn't, so... It's unfortunate. But it makes sense, we are in the garden after all. It would be kind of awkward. But hey, now we know how this connects to this room. Because I was wondering what she was doing down there. Leatherface, or I guess as we should call her, Lisa. Lisa Face. Also, now that I'm seeing these doll parts again, now I know where they came from the room down there. It's kind of depressing to think about because she seems like, in terms of shape, she seems like an adult. But in terms of her mind, she's basically a child. I wonder if she's could be counted among the undead, or if she's actually still alive in a certain sense. Also, don't mind me just trying to find where the next part is. Me and the camera had a small disagreement. It happens sometimes. We had to talk it out. It's kind of weird and sad though. Why didn't she think... I'm just mulling over what she said in that journal. She mentioned something about reuniting with her mother, but it wasn't really her. So she took her face, which probably wasn't a pleasant experience for the original owner of said face. But what did she mean by saying the other one wasn't real? Face was the same, but the inside was different. I mean, they had Jessica disposed of, right? So who was that? What was that? That they sent to her? I must be missing some kind of obvious thing here, but that's weird. Anyway, it's very fortunate that we have the other octagon thing, because we can also grab the other one now. We have an absolute boatload of bullets for our handgun. I would prefer to have more for my other guns, but hey, we have a fully loaded Magnum revolver, so if they try anything funny, we have the means to defend ourselves. Back into the familiar hallways. I guess this would be the fastest way back to the entrance, but... Oh, by the way, is my audio balance okay? I keep forgetting to ask, but it's still important to be wary of that. It is okay, thank you. Just gotta make sure, because, like I said, my microphone moves around a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, this is the fastest way back to the entrance. At least it would be the fastest way if I didn't get turned around every time. Here we go. Now we can finally insert those two emblems. Now, if I recall correctly, we actually heard her, Lisa, moaning from that area as well. So that must be a place she can access. So, unfortunately, we're probably not rid of her yet. Like, this is actually the first time we heard her. We didn't know it was her then, but... It's not necessary, but you see, Jill, it is. There we go. Yeah, this door has been taunting us for the whole game, so I hope there's something amazing behind it. Oh, a typewriter. This might have been, like, now that I know this might have been a good place to actually save. Instead of doing it at the little building way out there. But hey, it's not like I can see into the future, right? That's the whole point of a blind playthrough. I just hope it won't cost me a lot of time. Ooh, this looks like it could break at any moment. Candles. Altar B1? Another new area. Okay, I guess the only way to go is down. Hey there, trader.
Jill, you're alive. I was worried, because I thought you were...
Did he really think that would work?
Start talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me!
Okay, that looks even more horrifying up close. Okay. Tentacles.
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
Okay, I always try to follow the trusting path. I feel like a sucker for doing this, but okay.
Thanks, Jill.
Trust him. I thought she was immune to gunfire. Oh, we can't actually escape. Ooh, it... This is a slightly tense moment. We're in such a small space. Oh, looks like she was about to fall off there. The 4 stones are blocking her path. She said something about that in her log, right? The 4 stones being the reason she couldn't visit her mother or something like that. Oh my! I didn't know you could do that. Can we push them? Oh, we can! Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Maybe we can... Is this the grave of her mother then? Okay, better move. I wasted so many bullets though. Like I said, if this is the grave of her mother, then who was that person they were sending to her? Anyway. Okay. Oh, the skull. She wanted the skull. How many bullets did we just waste? A lot. It's okay.
I don't believe that thing's really dead. Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so he isn't trying to shoot me. Oh, hey, there is something else. I'm glad I checked. A family picture. It's a letter. To my Lisa, day by day I can feel my consciousness drifting further away. The shots given to me by men in white clothes make some of Mummy's itching go away. Today they gave me another shot saying it was nutrition. When they give me the shots, mummies can think straight. Is that I'm guessing the grammatical problems are intentional, but mummy's shocked and sad because mummy's unable to think of you all the time. Mummy's afraid of forgetting everything, especially the memories of you and daddy, what your faces look like, how we used to be together. They're all starting to disappear into somewhere dark in my mind. Oh, Lisa, I wish I could touch your face and hold you in my arms right now, so that I can hold on to our wonderful memories of you and Daddy. Lisa, we can't stay here any longer. We have to escape. Listen to me, Lisa. Our chance to escape is the next time when we go to the lab together. We'll both pretend that we are both unconscious, and when that man in white clothes is off guard, that will be our chance. When we're outside, let's go look for Daddy together. Okay, sweetie? Be strong, Lisa. November 13th, 1967. Jessica Trevor. The escape plan is the reason that Lisa thought that maybe she had been left behind by her mother. But that wasn't the case, obviously, since she's here and dead. Very depressing, though. Ah, this little area. Okay. There's a large iron door and it won't budge. Is that a pool? Well, I know what we need. But we'll need to get back first and finally grab those two emblems we've been holding on to for ages. I wonder if you could actually get to this place way before. And only get the emblems at this point of the story. Anyway, the box is right there, so... yeah, I'm still thinking about what to do next after this game. It's either gonna be Resi 0 or Resi 2, but if we do Resident Evil 2, will it be the new remake? Because, to be fair, I am playing the remake of 1 as well, so... maybe I should just go for the most recent version. Then again, the most recent version is kind of expensive. Every time I walk across those boards, I think maybe this time they'll collapse. Of course, it doesn't really make sense to say every time, since this was only like the 3rd time, but even so, each one of those times I did think it. I hope the ink ribbons we got in the caves weren't the last ones. I hope we can find a few more up ahead. We have been making pretty solid progress after all. I'm trying to remember which one was down and which one was up. Oh. It already told me it was eagle-shaped, so that sort of... takes the whole solving thing out of it. It's just a matter of putting the one in there that they want me to put in there. Unless it's a trick. And putting these in will get me killed somehow. Oh no, this is a pre-rendered cutscene. There's no way that wasn't intentional. Oh my, a secret passage in the fountain. I wonder where this leads. Where the magic happens. Achievement unlocked. Laboratory. Ah. We've been hearing about the laboratory for a long time, so it makes sense for that to be a major area. Perhaps the major area. The sign reads, will not open unless in first class emergency. So I'm assuming we may be able to use that if we somehow set off an alarm or something. Well, it's nothing to think about until we get stuck or something. Ink ribbon, ink ribbon, ink ribbon. Yes. Okay, we're gonna use the ink ribbon and I'll tell you why. Because we actually had one left from last time. Here we go, 3 ink ribbons in the bag. Lots of things that we... the wooden mount, I feel like that's an optional thing that we just missed. It's been in our pocket for almost the whole game, so... there's no way that wouldn't have come up already. Ah, right, if we want to burn corpses. I wonder if it would be a good idea to... take the resources for that. The last thing we need is guys in here getting back up again. But it does hurt to surrender the slots in my inventory. Well, let's just do it. Safety above all else, right? We can always come back here to store our stuff if we need to. The lighting is so great in this game. It's kind of a shame that you can't like get him down by quickly using the... Okay, there we go. Gone forever. And oh my! Is it Christmas? Because I'm getting some green herbs. I do believe it might be Christmas. I didn't get a good look, but when those guys look like scientists. They have the lab coat and everything. Most likely some of the responsible parties in this this situation. I was so sure he had grabbed me that I was already pressing the self-defense button. They cross the distance faster than you might think. Chill, please. There we go. We actually haven't used the fuel much in this playthrough. There are several achievements for playing the game with a particular weapon or by while not saving, which is interesting. This guy has a very specific design. I kind of wanna do that. He isn't gonna come back, so we don't need to set him on fire. The Mo disc. It's ammo, obviously, but... That's the second one we have. It's locked electronically. Well, we've ensured that these guys are never coming back, so maybe we should store our fire stuff for now and explore further. You know, I had no idea how far I was when I got to the caves, but if we're already in the lab... Like, it feels logically like the lab should be the last place, unless there's, like, a super final area after that. I can't claim to be sure, but... Yeah, we have 2 ammo discs, surprisingly. I'll probably have to use those at one point, but let's just explore ahead first. Alright, so we can't go there until we find a computer to unlock it. Or at least some kind of system. So this is the only place left to go. Well, that was easy. We can go right into the first door. Though I do regret not bringing my fire with me now that I hear the slow walking of zombies through the hall. Raccoon herb, okay. We actually have a pretty good stock of healing items right now, that's good. It's locked. Releasing the locks on the levers, huh? I wonder if that's another thing you need a disc for. Well, we have 2 discs, so... Let's not press the switch yet. X-ray, huh? I don't really know what this is. It looks like a tangle of limbs and lungs. Clark David. Something scrawled on the notepad. To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. Researcher's letter. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I'm teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I have set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an X-ray picture, a Röntgenogram. I know you, and I'm sure you will be able to work it out without any trouble. There is just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. So, John and Ada, that's important to know. Well, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Now let me guess. Part of it is glowing red. Let's see, so we know that John is the username, Ada is the password, but there's another password needed. Which we need to figure out from what we see right there. Now, if I had to guess, it's probably the highlighted organ. Now, which part is that? The colon. And here it's the esophagus. I'm guessing it's the first letter of each that we need to do. So C-E. Not U. That's the stomach. Or liver. Cell? That is the liver, right? The really big organ. Yeah, no question. The super big organ is the liver. You can hear I'm an expert in biology. I definitely didn't drop it after the first year. And those are the lungs. Which means the password is cell. If I am correct, anyway. All right. The question is, though, where do we put in those passwords? Can we do it at this computer? Doesn't look interactable. Nope, that is one uninteractable computer. Okay, that's probably all we needed to do in this room then. So we have all the data we need, but where to fill it in? That's the big problem here. Well, there is one door we haven't opened yet. Whoops. Perhaps that's where the computer is. Whoa, I don't know how I pulled off a headshot with a normal handgun, but I definitely did. It's completely luck, but let's call it skill for just to do me a favor. Alright. I see you there. Magnum rounds, yes. A biohazard mark. Biohazard is the name of this series in Japan, if I recall correctly. Oh man, more reading. Let me just take a few deep breaths because I'm gonna run out of breath before the end of this. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them FACTs. Is that a fact? Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric incident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. Ah, yeah. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. So that's the one we fought way back when. Verified. You really need to use longer passwords, my dude. You know, like at least one capital and one uppercase and one lowercase letter, at least one number. You know? Don't you know anything? That's not a secure password. We just did this, right? I hope I'm not accidentally turning it off again now. Just to be absolutely safe, I'm gonna do this one again. Because if we accidentally turned it off again, turned it off again, then this should turn it on again. I like this dank Windows 95 OS though. I also like the grab option to the top left. That's how you know it's made for zombies. They do a lot of grabbing. Okay, a door has been unlocked. Oh my. That's a haunting visual. But hey, at least we have another item to defend ourselves. You know, if they were gonna do the classic traditional horror thing, they could have one of these cadavers grab you or something. But I would also be very upset, and I would go right up to Capcom's offices and say, hey guys, don't think I didn't see that. Anyway, this is a cool room. Very, well, literally cool in this case, but it's very, spooky. Let's see. There we go. Efficiency. A big old pile of green powder. Which we can eat or snort, I guess. Depending on how that type of medicine is consumed. Maybe you need to put it in water. Okay, the other doors are not yet open, so not much point in trying for those yet. Let's head back to this room first. I'm pretty happy that the puzzles didn't stop me at all there. I have been known to get stuck at certain puzzles, like an incident with suits of armor that we will not mention ever again. Okay. I don't like being in an enclosed space with one of these. I can't believe that happened. Okay, that's very good. Incendiary shells. We actually have acidic shells lying around somewhere too. Okay, what is that? Slide filter? There are red colored slides inside, nothing is on it. There seems to be something behind this sturdy door. Open it, yes. Warning, fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. Looks like a refueling device. A fax. Oh. Sanitation Division. 2. Sanitation Division. Attention. Manager of Sanitation from Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. That's a mouthful. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. People never do this, huh? We expect a significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all of the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team has also been completely eradicated, therefore our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, I like how he just lists it. There's a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. Ah, right, so this is where the discs come the discs come in then. So we need to return to where we have our item box and get those discs. We should also use this opportunity. By the way, have we opened this? Not yet. But we did unlock 2 things on the computer, didn't we? Well, anyway, we'll store some stuff, bring the 2 discs back here. And we'll see what comes of that. It doesn't feel like we're stuck yet anyway. Oh, we opened this. Okay. How very fortunate. I can't believe it all went to heck. And the guys at Umbrella are still trying to hide it. That's how you know it's a completely ethical, reasonable, scientific organization. Alright. We have the bullets for it, so the grenade launcher is... Oh, that's interesting. We can switch that one back out. I don't know what we have the slide filter for, but I believe we may need to carry it with us for a bit still. Okay, we'll take the 2 discs and that'll leave 1 open spot in our inventory. Actually, let's just put the bullets... I don't really want to put the bullets back, but... Yeah, let's keep the bullets. It might be a bad idea, but we'll find that out when we find it out. Okay, let's check out the other room we weren't able to check first, since we're here anyway. Ah, resources. I see that we'll have our pockets full now, even though there is a first aid thing there. Hopefully using the ammo things uses them up. Security protocols. Heliport for executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Passage to heliport entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. The elevator stops during emergencies. Visual data room for use by the visual... Wow. You ever get that where you start reading the second line, but then for some reason you start reading the first line again, and you end up in an endless loop? For use by the Special Research Division only. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Prison. Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith as Ross A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. And this should be the moment where we realize that A. Wesker is in with them. Triple lock door. Entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. In each section of the senior researchers. Power room. In this room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of the output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Regarding basement level 4, so that's the very end, I guess. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of T-Virus. My throat is dying a bit right now. Anyway, we'll return to this room. There are resources here, but our pockets are completely full. Alright, let's see about putting those discs in, and then hopefully that'll do something. Oh, the guy is gone? That's not good. So we need to find more radio things, transmitter things. There's no ID badge, of course. That would be too easy. So have we found any other radios? Because we have... I'm guessing we can just cheat our way through this and remove the disc. Is it actually gonna make us run back and forth like this? I can't imagine that it will, but... Well, it definitely won't let me reuse it, so it has to be this way, I guess. Better be careful not to overlook any obvious transmitters placed around the area. Maybe there was one in this room as well. It doesn't look like it anyway. There seems to be something on this table that looks a bit like a transmitter, but... Well, that's a difficult position to be in. But this hallway, we haven't really properly explored it, so I guess we can do that. Oh, I do like that shot where he comes around the corner like that. That's very cool. Really wish I had brought my fire right about now, but... He's coming back up. Alright, so that's the power area. I wonder if there's a transmitter in here then. Well, I don't really see the point of doing this again, but... Well, I don't see a transmitter here. That does beg the question of where do I go now? I may have to check the little note I found again. That seemed to have all the necessary clues about where everything is. In each section of the senior researchers. That doesn't really tell me as much as I'd like, but... We can re-examine the room up there once more. Yeah, because it is still red. But then again, that could just be because we left all those good items lying around there. In fact, it probably is. It's still red now, though. Okay, that won't work then. arrow. Ah, right. Tyrant, huh? 834170623. But what if we do it like this? Hmm, 8462. Nice. Ah, right, Kenneth.
What? Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
No thanks. I think I think one time was enough there. Ah, right. Well, we should remember that there are shotgun bullets here for our convenience. I wonder when it would be a good time to save. So we still have all 3 left for this area, but well, I am getting maybe a bit too confident for my own good. Alright, let's just do that. Alright. We now have space. I'm guessing this will open the power area things. I mean, those are the only things left to explore. Oh man, he's back. That wasn't really where I wanted to go, but... Alright, the red doors. Oh, this goes into a whole other area with many more doors. Let's take the other door first, because it looks like it leads into a dead end. There we go, another space in our inventory freed up. I don't know what that sound is, but it's a bit scary. There's something up there. If only I knew how to get up there, that would be something, but... Oh, well, okay then. Oh, spider, okay. Okay, I have decided that I will save. Call it a flash of inspiration. Right, this is the only room with any kind of threat, so from here it should be a clear path to the save point. Because I'm getting a little bit anxious about how much progress we've been making. Even though you could probably do it again a lot more quickly, thanks to the power of remembering passwords. Jill Sandwich. Hey Invader Tech, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Let's hope we don't become one of those. So far, I haven't actually died this stream yet. To my own surprise. Alright. We used up one of our precious ink ribbons to make it happen, but... well, what can you do? Let's have some delicious herbs while we're at it. Nom nom. And Jill is all good again. Ready to kill some more zombies. So yeah, here's a completely random topic that probably doesn't even fit the fit this game, but the guys who make Game of Thrones, I can never remember their names. D&D is what they're often called, because both of their names start with a D. Anyway, so they were going to work on some Star Wars related thing, and now they've backed out of that. Yep, they dropped it. Which is really strange because they really... I don't think there's any argument against the fact that they rushed the end of Game of Thrones. George R.R. Martin said 10 seasons with 10 episodes each at least, and they did like 8 seasons with only 6 episodes in the last one. So yeah. Kind of weird, kind of a strange situation all in all. I like how I examined something right as that horrible thing came out the vent, so it's just standing there. HBO would have kept Game of Thrones going for as long as D&D wanted. That's true, which is why it's so strange that it happened the way it did. Oh, I didn't get a good look at this guy. Well, you know what we do with stuff like this? Kill it with fire. Does that not work? It's like a bug human. Okay, that was really awful and gross and disgusting. It spawned a new one? I see, so trying to kill them is a total waste of resources then? Wait, am I back here now? Okay, you really want to do this? Alright, so we do need to go here to use one of the discs. Of course, I'm keeping the first one for last. That's just how I roll. Yeah, they did, Well, put it like this, they didn't quite meet the expectations for Season 8. Like, it just leaves you to wonder what happened in that journey, right? Because you're with a series for that long. Maybe that's why they were tired of it, but then, you know, either give it a good send-off or pass it off to someone who will, you know? They ran out of books, that's true, but... You know, even without books, they could have still had some decent pacing, at least. Like, maybe the twists and turns wouldn't have been as good. That's fair. I watched the whole... Oh, a save room. I watched everything Game of Thrones, yeah. Well. What a, Yep, that's one way to put it. I won't say any spoilers on stream, just in case people watch who haven't seen the end of it, but yeah, they made a few pretty major missteps when it comes to characters and character development. There was this really depressing video of, you know, actors from the series talking about the finale. And it's like some of them just look so defeated, just tired and disappointed. And I can imagine how that must feel, right? Imagine you're with a series for that long, and then they tell you, oh yeah, and this thing is gonna happen to your character suddenly. Too bad, so sad. Yep, it's not like they could just drop it at that point, but yeah. Yeah, it's one thing that really oh my. It's a bit busy in this hallway. Yep. It was, well, it was something. There's something in this room with me and I don't like it. Okay. Ah, right. Is this gonna be one of those Castlevania 64 things? Like I'm gonna go to the other room, pick up the fuel, and I have to bring it here without getting hit? I hope that's not it, but it might be. Nope. Yeah, one thing I see a lot on social media is people being a little bit like, oh, it's just a series, what are you complaining about? That kind of attitude I don't really like. Because, you know, it is a series that people have invested their time in for years. You know, you really start to go along with those characters, and then to have it end like that. And it's only fair if people are disappointed by something like that. Like, it's true that sometimes on the internet people take the whole complaining thing too far, but some people then proceed to be like... People proceed to disagree in a very smug way, like out of sheer contrarianism, it feels like. Like, oh, this thing that happened bothers you, but it sure doesn't bother me. It's like, well, okay, great. That's all that people have their opinions. Anyways, Resident Evil. So, it's pretty clear what needs to happen. We need to bring the fuel over here. And we have also unlocked that one door. I wonder if the elevator is the final stop then. Okay, this is right in front of a save point, so it would be to our benefit to get rid of this guy. Ding dong, Windows 10 wants you to know it exists. We do indeed know that Windows 10 exists, but it's not something anyone is happy about. Anyway, so... this thing has only one bullet left, so we're retiring it for now. Oh, right. There we go. Now we have some incendiary shells left if we need them. It's unusual, but I'm gonna make another save right after the last one because we have an overabundance of ink ribbons again, finally. And I get the feeling that we're heading into something a bit dangerous here with the fuel. Like I said, if it's one of those Castlevania 64 things where if we get hit, we die, then I want to be prepared for that. Anyway, I do like this area. It's cool. Mainly because I've been able to figure everything out pretty easily so far. This is not the right room, obviously. So we can get another look at the freezing corpses for our own entertainment. Anyway, do you realize that we've done 2 hours of streaming and haven't died even once? I'm a little bit proud of myself right now. Gone are the days of being stuck on a puzzle for 2 hours. Now we have surviving and making steady progress for 2 hours. Beep. So the question is, what's our destination proper? Is it the elevator down there, or is it the door here? They mentioned that the tyrant should be on the 4th floor, so I'm guessing this comes first. Unless this also leads down. Oh, it also leads down, doesn't it? Ominous music playing as well. What's that?
Jill?
Chris, you're alive!
Of course
Hey.
I'm alive. Jill, there's something big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here. Ugh, it won't open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay, no sightseeing though.
Alright, so he's there. Oh, I have 4 self-defense items left. That's very nice. It's always good to have a contingency plan for when I inevitably get grabbed again. Okay, so now we know where he is. The fuel was in here, I believe. Now we need to be especially careful about not getting hurt. Okay, so how do you not run then? Am I just gonna have to tippity tap myself all the way over there? Because that could be a problem when if we get that could be a problem if we get into that room and we get harassed by the bug zombies. Also, why did they make bug zombies exactly? Was that really necessary? Okay, we're just gonna pretend you're not here. Well, hey, this seems to work, so let's do the... This seems to work, he says. Alright, well, there's our first death this stream then. Fear can't kill you, but explosives can. I wonder if there's any point to go talking to Chris. First. Because we need something to help him get out anyway, right? A key, perhaps. I guess I'll do it again for this time, but... Here we go. So yeah, Jill is on auto run, so how do we prevent that? Trying to find a button that will prevent her from auto running, but... She seems to auto run regardless. Okay, so... It'll work with the D-pad apparently. Can I talk to you again? Okay, so we'll have to walk with the D-pad and really hope that the bug zombies don't kill us. So running will set off the explosive, but what about firing a grenade launcher? Will that set off the explosive? Surely not. I like the quotes around running. From now on, we're on tank controls. I should not touch the control stick at all. Because it seems like it's a set amount of time using the control stick until it just kills you. Alright, Jill, let's just sneak our way over there. We're still kind of early into it, so maybe we should see if killing the zombie has an effect at all. It doesn't seem to matter at all. Okay, just walking carefully. The problem is, now I don't remember where to put in the fuel. And you know those bug guys are gonna come up. This game definitely does a good job of building the tension one way or another. I don't know if getting punched will also set it off. Because if it will, that will make this room a lot more annoying. It's not necessary, but when is it necessary? Alright. We established that the bug guys respawn, right? Or was that just a fluke in that one room? Just a random occurrence. The reason I bring it up is because it might be worthwhile to kill them ahead of time, if that's possible. Tell you what, I'll try to kill them, then return to this room, like go out and go in and see if that works. Let's just use the Magnum revolver. No more time for jokes here. Alright, so we go out and we go in and we'll see if they're still gone. I don't think they respawn, there's just another one left here, probably. Alright. You're gone. Now that we've done all that, in theory, it should be a clear shot. So I guess we will do the talk with Chris one more time. Against my better judgment. A click. Right, so he has been talked to. Now we're gonna pick up the fuel again and hopefully not get punched by an insect while we go back there. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have checked where the fuel actually goes. Because I'm pretty sure it's in that corner of the room, but I panicked last time and didn't check, so... we could run into trouble. If I fail again, I'll take extra care to know where exactly we need to go. You know, as neat as this idea is, I hate that you have to go slowly. Yes, Jill. Around the corner, thank you. Like, it's one thing to demand you don't get hit. That's okay, fair. But this is just ridiculous. We have to sluggishly make our way back to that room, and if it goes wrong, we can do it all over again. Like I said, it does build some nice tension, but tension can turn to frustration really quickly when you're getting a bit too much of it. Well, hey, it's nice that that zombie is gone. That makes things a lot quicker. We could even just save it here if we really wanted to, but I'm not desperate enough to be that wasteful of my ink ribbons. We have 4 right now, but that doesn't mean we want to just throw them away. I'd much prefer that we have 1 or 2 left before the end of the game, rather than... Okay, huzzah! We can actually move around somewhat normally again. We have the fuel, so let's go into the safe room for a second and reshuffle whatever we're carrying. There is still a room with some shotgun ammo, but I don't really feel incentivized to go there unless I absolutely have to. Same thing, up in the mansion there are 6 acid rounds for the grenade launcher, but I don't think I need them. If we run into really difficult situations, we may have to go back on that. Okay, Jill is in caution, so let's bring her back up to fine. We have some self-defense items, a random assortment of bits and pieces of bullets. Not as many as I'd like, so let's bring some extra magnum rounds for my own peace of mind. I don't know why I'm bringing the normal shotgun when I could be bringing the assault shotgun. Seems to be difficult to get the ammo out. Oh well. I was thinking that my shotgun seemed a bit weaker somehow, but there you have it. Alright. The good old 6-shooter has been fully loaded. Now we can take the elevator down there. I just hope it's not a bad idea not to save here, but what can I say? I like living on the edge. I too like to live dangerously. Haha! You dropped down, but by that time it was too late. The game was already loading the next room. So that's your shtick now? You're just gonna drop from the roof and try to scare me? So how do we actually use it? Oh, so... Do I not actually need to use the elevator here? I'm sorry, dude, but you were asking for it. Ow, can you not? Aha! It doesn't look like there's a path here indeed, but... Well, we've rerouted power to the elevator, but what does that do for us at this time? I'm hoping that red box up there is the elevator then. Okay, can we stop getting turned around for a bit? Thank you. Oh, thanks. Well, we've powered the elevator, so...
Jill,
Barry,
you could have at least waited up for me, you know?
let's go.
Oh, it's just going automatically? Maybe it would have been good to save here, considering we're going to B4 now. I'm a bit worried that I should have saved. Well, hey, if it goes wrong, at least we'll know that for next time. Oh, we can actually go back. I hope this isn't a mistake, but I'm gonna use another ink ribbon. I was so frugal with them in the last section that I now have a pretty big collection of them. Let's take a first aid spray with us. In fact, let's take the crank. No, not the crank. Right. Of course, then it turns out there was actually a typewriter down there. Can we get in front of the typewriter now, Jill, please? Okay. We should be cautious from here on out and not use too many more of them, though. I don't know how close we are to the end, but 3 ink ribbons is a good number to keep for a bit. We are well armed. There's no zombie we can run into that we can't deal with. I hope we haven't killed Barry by making him wait down there. I wonder what happens if you don't give him the gun. Okay, he's still waiting here. Nice. It's a bit smoky here, isn't it? Oh, look what we have here.
Wesker!
Thank you, Barry.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry.
You gotta love Barry. He must really be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family. You bastard. Oh!
Wow, that punch though.
Umbrella? Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests. Though both you and Barry seemed to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
I guess it's time for show and tell.
Exposition! Okay, that looks gross. Disgusting. Pulsing, He has a very big claw.
It's magnificent.
I wouldn't use that word.
For the sake of this thing.
I wouldn't use that word, no.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
There you go.
Barry!
Good lad, good lad.
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
The delivery on that
Yet
forgive
if
me
it
was a
meant
bit
my
weird.
family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit!
Uh-oh.
Damn it!
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
Sorry. Good line.
You want a piece of me?
What? Premature.
Punch Wesker first. He doesn't like Wesker either.
No, Barry! You viral cultured freak.
Viral cultured freak? Okay then. Good line. Okay, what do we do here? An unspeakably ugly creature, huh? What a pathetic way to die. He's holding something. Observation note. I'm not sure if this is the time for this. The discovery of the G virus was in fact 21 years after the administration of the primogenitor virus. The prototype parasite, which we had delivered from a laboratory in France, was administered to the sample specimen. The sample specimen took in the parasite without showing any signs of adverse reaction. The lack of any reaction was an unsolved mystery, but now everything is clear to me now. Welcome to the Department of Redundancy Department. The prototype parasite was incubating in the sample specimen's body for 21 years. Then, from that incubating state, the prototype suddenly mutated. Evolved may be a more appropriate word to describe it. This observation gave me more insight in my research. Through further modification and testing, I was able to derive a method to create the G that surpasses the performance of the T. This was the breakthrough that would change the future of the BOW's history. I can't wait to see the look on Alexia's annoying face when I finally announce my research. But unfortunately, I'll have to wait a few more years to completely verify my findings. William Birkin. So I'm guessing we need to do something in this room. Right. I'm glad I saved before this at least. Okay, so what kind of weapons work best against this guy? Nothing? Probably shouldn't run up to him anyway. You can hear like his external heart beating. Very disgusting. So do we just shoot it then? That worked with other bosses, but... Oh! Well, I was thinking I needed to find something in this room or something, but no. I guess not. Okay. Clearly I was making it harder than it needed to be.
Barry! Barry! You're okay.
Jill, sorry. That was careless of me. Wesker.
He's gone.
Of course he is.
First,
We still need
let's
to
just
make
get outta
6
here.
more games. Okay, this room is green now, so that means we should have everything that we need. Alright, there should be a device to release the door lock somewhere around here. Okay, he's gonna get back up. This is a zombie game. It would be really weird if he didn't get back up. Okay, maybe he's not getting back up.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Reactivating and releasing.
Wesker must have set it off. Let's hurry.
But what about Chris, though?
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
So this is the big escape section then. I'm guessing this might actually be the end then, in that case.
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
I wonder if it's a good idea to save here. I know I just said I should make a lot of progress first, but... Okay, let's try without. Let's try without saving for once.
Activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all.
Defeating the big monster guy was not that hard, so if... Whoops. If we have to do it again, we have to do it again. It is what it is. I wonder if there's any real-time pressure here, or if they're just gonna... pretend that there is, but in actuality you can take as long as you need. If they say all locks have been released, that should include the cell lock here, right? We didn't. I was also running around that lab because I was hoping to find a key for this.
Activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
Okay, sorry about the wait.
Jill.
Achievement unlocked.
Sorry about the wait.
So everything's taken care of?
Well, almost. Now let's get the hell out of here.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate
I wonder if you can forget about saving him.
and release all logs.
I just hope he can't actually die on the way back here.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
Come on, let's go.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
Okay, this is pretty exciting. Let's see. Obviously, the way to go is here.
System has been activated. All personnel must evacuate.
You know, I was comparing this game to a Metroidvania earlier, and the big escape sequence at the end is also definitely a Metroidvania staple. That doesn't make this game a Metroidvania, obviously, but
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
anyway, we saved Chris. At least a few people are getting out of here alive.
System has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
Okay, this feels like it should be the very end, so I'm gonna
Self-destruct
save just one more time.
all personnel must evacuate immediately.
That means the total amount of ink ribbons in the game is 30.
All logs.
It means you get to save 30 times. Alright, this might be the very end. I don't know if we're gonna have to fight again, but let's just bring everything we have.
Personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate.
I'm honestly kind of glad I got to save there because, well,
Come on, come on!
Hurry!
The self-destruct system has been
okay, where does this lead?
All personnel must evacuate immediately.
Emergency exit of some kind. Oh,
All logs.
I feel kind of silly for bringing all this other stuff.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
We can't really combine it anymore, so...
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
Hey, hey, hey! Shotgun shells.
The self-destruct system has been activated.
This is Brad. I'm running out of fuel. If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
Aren't you supposed to say something when someone says, "This is your last chance, Jill"? Come now.
All
It's kind of cool to be here with the three of us, though. Finally feels a bit like we're a team. That's probably a fatal problem. Let's...
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating
grab it. What is that?
all logs.
Fuse unit.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating. 3 minutes to detonation.
Uh-oh.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Chris!
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
Alright, the heliport. That's our final destination. So is this gonna be a run through the whole mansion? Or does this lead straight to the port? Okay, don't start the timer when I'm stuck in a cutscene. That makes me really anxious. Like, already 10 seconds gone, thanks. Signal rockets. Alright, we're giving him a sign. Makes sense. Oh right, her walkie-talkie doesn't work, right. That's why she didn't say anything.
Jill!
You made it.
Oh. There he is again. Rip. Did we save Chris just for him to die here? Okay. We are quickly running out of bullets. Ow. He thinks he's cool, doesn't he? With this little pose. Oh! I didn't expect him to turn around on me like that. And then he does the pose again. I don't know if I should get the heal right now. Can I take the forklift and kill him with that? Well, that was unfortunate. But I'm guessing you just need to pepper him with extra damage until he goes down, right? So yeah, this could be trouble.
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Last time we took a lot of healing items with us.
The self-destruct system has been activated.
I wonder if we should do that again.
All personnel must
But at least take the one.
deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All
Anyway, I hope it's a matter of doing enough damage, but...
deactivating and releasing all locks.
Oh, did I just walk out? I walked out the wrong end there. Whoops. Okay, let's give this another try.
Has been activated.
Like, in theory, you can win just by running around because Barry is shooting him as well, so...
And releasing all locks.
If we run out of stuff,
Come on, come on!
The self-destruct system has
we can
been
still win.
activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating.
Can we combine this herb with this pile we have here, or is this pile already maximum? It is already maximum. That means we probably have to use it because we have to pick up the thing right here.
All personnel must
This is Brad.
This is Brad. Good cutscene.
and releasing all logs.
There, I wanted to capture that moment. That's a good thing about dying. You can be more prepared for those moments you want to capture.
Deactivating and releasing all logs. 3 minutes to detonation.
Alright, so... Not getting hit is a major thing with this guy. I mean, it's always been that, but he definitely knocks you down in like 2 hits. There's no room for error at all with this guy, so we need to keep that in mind. Watch out for the charge. And make sure he can't pull it off. Okay, we're gonna call our buddy Brad. Am I seriously missing all of those? Come now. He's gonna suddenly charge at one of us. Yeah, I would recognize that room anywhere. Okay, so now we really need to pay attention to him, because he's more intelligent than a zombie. He's capable of taking us out. Nice try. Also, let's not look at his backside for too long. Barry, what are you doing? Barry. That's it.
Jill, use it! Kill it, whatever it is!
Oh, what is this? What is this? Rocket launcher. Oh, thanks for knocking me down while I'm coming out of a cutscene. Can we... Okay, he's distracted. Oh yeah, the big moment. Two achievements, Alpha Team's finest, and I'm a member of STARS. And there we have it. Kaboom. Yeah, get some rest, Jill. You've earned it. Ah, that's a nice shot. Resident Evil. Well, I wasn't sure if I was gonna finish it on this stream, but we did. Nice. So that was a really great experience. There were a few tough moments, especially with the ink ribbons being a limited resource. I wonder how future games handle that on the higher difficulties. Because while on the one hand, I do understand why you would want the ink ribbon thing. You know, it forces you to think. It makes even saving itself a resource. It's basically peak survival horror. But at the same time, it can get really frustrating if you're just stuck and not sure where to go, and then you have a finite amount of saves. But even so, I really enjoyed it. It's just that small part was a bit rough to work with. But I'm still happy I did this game at the highest difficulty. After all, it is It's really when you play a game on the hardest difficulty that you see see all the mechanics, basically. And I definitely feel like I did. I really had to think about my resources. Actually ran out a few times when I wasn't careful, so... I can say I've definitely had a survival horror experience. This game made me more tense than many games have over a long time. So Barry was a good guy after all. They just had his family... yes, Shinji Mikami. Yeah, so they had his family hostage. I hope they're alright. Poor Barry. Being forced to choose.
Jill, you did a fine job.
3 achievements, like taking candy from a baby like taking candy from a baby, not in the mood to die, and one other one that disappeared. Creatures dispatched 90, ink ribbons used 28, health items used 34, ammo used 348. Real survival mode unlocked. Item boxes are no longer connected, meaning that items can only be taken from the box where they were stored. Also, weapon aiming is manual. Experience these prototype-only features unavailable in the original Resident Evil gameplay. Jill has a new costume. Oh hey, we actually get to save this. Well... that was it for Resident Evil then. Well, I may pick up this game and play it with Chris at one point, but for now I'll consider that our playthrough of Resident Evil done. Like I said, next time it's either gonna be Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 0, depending on what I can arrange, so it'll be a surprise. But I am really stoked I got the game done by Halloween. That's pretty much what I wanted. I started a bit late, but now we're into it. It's a great new series to do, and this was only the first one. This was only the start of the adventure, really. So a lot of people stopped by and gave helpful advice throughout this this series, so thanks a lot, and I hope everyone will also join me next time. Particular thanks to Clive and Invader Tech who stopped by today. And of course all the other people who stopped by along the way, like Lovare and Heath, and let's see, so many people stopped by, and I really shouldn't have started listing them because you inevitably forget a few, but thanks to everyone who joined me on this little journey. I really liked it, and now we'll be moving on to either Resident Evil 0 or Resident Evil 2 next time, depending on how things look. I'm leaning towards 0, just because it's a direct prequel to this one. But then again, 2 is a direct sequel, so that's not really a reason. So we'll have to figure that out. The real reason is, I think, because this game is a... Oh hey, thank you for the bits, Clive. That's much appreciated. Thank you. I see that the notification still works as well. That's good. Although I think I had a unique animation in there. I should check Streamlabs to see if it forgot. So yeah, the reason I was thinking of 0 over 2 is because it's the most similar to this one. At least, well, that's speculative, but it was also initially released for the GameCube, or at least for that generation. Whereas the Resident Evil 2 original is PS1, and the Resident Evil 2 remake is like modern consoles, like very recent. It only came out like a few months ago, I think. So yeah, you understand. I don't want to make that big of a leap. Then again, 3 hasn't been remade, so we'll be jumping back to PS1 for that one regardless. So lots of speculation. Let's just say we'll start on Resident Evil 0 sometime in the nearby future, so stay tuned. Thanks again for watching, and I will be closing the stream down now. Have a good night, everyone, and if I don't stream again, or if you can't visit the next stream, have a very happy Halloween. See you later. Bye-bye.